If life could start over again and again, how should I live it? It's over again. Might as well sleep a little longer. Simulation settlement system. The valuables are still here. This wasn't robbery. It was revenge. Surviving and getting stronger are what matter now. Can I settle after entering the simulation? Then exploit a bug? Then let's settle first. A promotion and fortune. Give me some luck. Settling 16 years of life. I got gold. An absolute life-saving skill. As expected of Golden Immortal. It can even turn an enemy's killing blow into one of my own abilities. I'm getting everything. You can't exploit bugs in life settlements. Then what about engraving attacks? Huh? There really is no limit. I'd better simulate first, then engrave it. Simulator activated. The one who killed me was actually Sword Fate. Trial Realm Data, Spirit Devouring God. Corresponds to Body Tempering Sacred Key, the 3 Spirit Viewing Realms. Then this Sword Fate. It belongs to a being with powers above sword intent. Why would it lower itself to deal with an ordinary merchant family? It's not that I look down on myself. But against someone as weak as me, is Sword Fate really necessary, like a nuke? Surviving a great disaster. Sword Fate, heavenly flying immortal. Its sword aura is majestic as a celestial crane. Its essence is lofty and ethereal. With sword in hand, it's like an immortal descending. No one below the 3rd realm can block this sword. But with my current state of mind and body, to build up one strike would take 300 years. In real life, I need to stay cautious and low-key. Use surviving a great disaster as little as possible. And heavenly flying immortal too. My mother died when I was young. My aunt cared deeply for me. When I was 6, my 15-year-old aunt married far away in Lulan. I was alone from then on. It's fine. I'll just take it one step at a time. Sir, I was attacked on the road and sadly got lost. Could I stay here for one night to rest up? Other than this jade pendant, I have no cash. I'll use these clothes as payment. Come here. I'll give you something to eat. Please, have mercy. Let my grandson and me go. I found these clothes. I really found them. You old bastard. You said there was no one else? These people are shameless. What kind of chaotic world is this? My sword fate is strong, but I only have one chance. I'm sorry. I can't protect you right now. There's a boy here too.
Take him away.
Because I could read and was good with numbers. In the army camp, I was spared from hard labor. I picked up again the cultivation method. That old warrior taught me. The 1st warrior realm, Body tempering. Sense the essence of heaven and earth. Beginner body tempering, stage 1. At the first stage of body tempering, my strength greatly increased, far beyond ordinary people. Sadly, I only wanted to be a rich young master before. I couldn't endure hardship. I missed the stage for building a foundation. And my talent was average, as though progress was still too slow. Maybe because of that sword domain, heavenly, flying immortal engraved on my brow, I have decent talent for sword training. Chief, this is the Golden Moon Ledger. Not bad. Since you took over the books, the stronghold has been well organized. Good work. After more than half a year of watching, I was sure this stronghold wasn't just a bandit camp. I was brought here as a captive. Assemble outside. General, please see the truth. Young Master Wen is a scholar. You're not going home?
Home?
What home do I have? I'm heading to Jinling City. If any of you have nowhere to go, you may travel with the army. In times like these, every extra step outside only raises the danger. Now we have a military convoy escorting us. That couldn't be better. Even his personal guards are this strong. Then General Shangming must be even stronger. Jingsha, that sword strike of yours really opened my eyes. Could I ask you to teach me a little? Want to learn? Draw and thrust straight ahead. Want to spend 10 years just getting started? I do. Z-Way, draw and thrust. What do you see? Fast, precise, ruthless. The blade flash blinds. Killing intent spills out. This sword has only one word, reckless. Reckless. Like the reckless in Reckless Village? What lies ahead? Whether you succeed depends on hard work. Remember that this sword is blind. One bowl of tofu pudding. No sweet, no salty, no spicy. Enjoy, sir. Come here. My treat. Ma'am, one bowl of sweet tofu pudding. When I make it big, I'll treat you back. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, one bowl of salty tofu pudding. Hey, why eat it salty? It has to be sweet. I want salty. I finally completed flesh tempering. I've entered bone tempering stage 3. Not even a third as pretty as the tofu beauty. And this is supposed to tempt me? "10 years. No, only 7 years. 2 orphans who could barely afford food. How did they suddenly become martial arts masters who could split heaven with blade and sword? They must have had an incredible opportunity. I first met the two at a tofu stand. I saw them a few more times afterward. It was clear the tofu beauty was kind and caring. She looked after them quite well. Then I never saw them again. Soon, even the tofu stand closed down. If the two found a lucky break, it must have been within 10 or 15 days after I bought them tofu pudding. Later, the tofu beauty closed up shop. Perhaps that was connected to them too, from what I could tell of their characters. One had great ambition, bold and magnanimous. The other was gentle and pure, quietly nurturing everything around him. They were the type to repay any kindness. Looks like the next simulation should focus on them. To turn two orphans into void-crossing powerhouses in just a few years. That opportunity must have been extraordinary. "10 years to hone one sword." The twin-edged sword, Cold Wind, has reached the world's pinnacle. The visionary's pinnacle, gradually revealing its power. Are all white talent traits this powerful? Yin Qian, the late emperor's son, raised an army in revolt and joined 100 nations to invade Yongzhou. They all vie for heaven's mandate. The realm is in turmoil. So I decided to follow the Yan family trading company south to Yangzhou. I don't know why the Yan family trading company made that decision. I could only go with the flow, following the Yan family trading company south to Suzhou, then turning east to Suzhou. I also heard the protectorate of the western regions had seized Yongzhou and continued its attack toward Qingzhou. With 10 years to hone one sword, it can pierce only 300. The jade gold blade has made some progress. It will surely break through 3,000. After a full 2 years, we finally reached Yangzhou. Upon first arriving in Yangzhou City, I heard that young Marshal Pang Hai and young Master Su Hui had raised armies in revolt. The news spread across the realm. After arriving in Yangzhou City, it seemed Yangzhou was the Yan family's true base. In early autumn, I sensed tension within the Yan family. The entire city of Yangzhou even felt murderous. When my flowers bloom, all others wither. The whole city wears golden armor. The great affairs of the realm are no more than passing clouds to me. I focused on tempering my body and practicing the sword. And finally awakened the demon. Chang Kaoming seized Yangzhou. The Tranquil Heart Sword Sanctuary raised an army in Taiyuan and swallowed up Bingzhou. The Tranquil Heart Sword Sanctuary is one of the world's holy lands for sword cultivators. The entire Da Kang Empire was consumed by war. Now that Xiang Che had just raised troops in Taiyuan and swept across Bingzhou, the court even mobilized Yu Mu, military governor of Nanchuan, and pulled elite troops from the Nanchuan border to suppress the revolt. If Shan Kaoming and Lang Heoji knew, they'd laugh themselves awake in their sleep. Why is that? Could it be that sort of authority? Perhaps the emperor in the central court is truly afraid of this so-called mandate of heaven. Who would have thought? The two children who once fought over north and south at the tofu stand had become two heroes reshaping the realm. Am I imagining it? In my previous life, they definitely have been superhuman figures. But here, they're merely laying the foundation of martial arts and have only just begun. I vaguely suspect the gaze directed at me that day was no illusion. Is this the repayment for 2 bowls of tofu pudding? The 10-year term is up. Should I settle this life? Draw talent traits. Settle it now. This improved my processing ability. My memory, thinking, and calculations all reached new heights. If I had this ability in my previous life, I wouldn't have opened my phone calculator and recorded such historical entries as 113*10. It makes me wonder about my former self. Was I out of my mind back then? Reach 7,000. If the war drags on, Yangzhou City won't hold out much longer. I just hope they can really negotiate peace. If the fighting continues, none of us will be able to survive. General Wei Qi suppressed the rebels for 3 years through peace talks and brought troops to the city walls several times. Now that victory is clearly within reach, the Central Court actually wants peace. Keep your voice down. You'll lose your head if that gets out. The emperor is incompetent and cowardly, and the officials are all corrupt and rotten. It's clear that, in the hearts of many commoners, the Daqing Empire remains the unshakable legitimate order. Why is that? Going from a department manager at the trading company to finance director is quite a leap. The Daqing Central Court's Imperial Commissioner, young Marshal Pang Hai, and Yangzhou Governor Cheng Kaoming. The three parties gathered by the Huai River and signed a ceasefire agreement. These aristocratic clans and powerful families only need to let a little slip, and it would be an astronomical sum. After the Huai River alliance, the realm seemed to return to stability, especially Yangzhou and Jinzhou. After the aristocrats, powerful clans, gentry, and landlords paid a heavy price, they began to show signs of a golden age, making the people of other provinces long for the same. The Yan family head also began to break free of his dependence on me, cutting my authority and tightening the pressure on me. This whirlpool was something I had no interest in joining, but I might need it someday. Master Wen wants to see you. Have a seat, will you? Try this year's autumn tea. You've served the trading company for many years, and once handled quite a few of its core businesses. You must have noticed that an important guest is visiting today. I recommended you. Consider it compensation for what I've owed you these past few years. Come in. This humble one, Wen Yu, pays respects to elder. Please give me your guidance. I hear you never forget anything you see. Once I hear it, I remember it. You calculate every detail. Just a parlor trick. The rumors were true. You pass. Whether it's a person or martial art, strength comes down to beauty. The prettier, the more dangerous. That fits my stereotypical view of the demon sect perfectly. I hear this elder plans to rebuild Yangzhou's intelligence network. Given the demon sect's foundation and influence, it should already have a highly sophisticated, covert intelligence network. Why build another one? Lord Wisdom. Here's a brief summary of the key intelligence from the past half month. How many times have I told you? Use my title while we're working. When it's just the two of us, forget the formalities. Xiang Qingdai always went to the front lines herself. Sometimes she even had to enter the battlefield to scout behind enemy lines. She entrusted Yangzhou City to me to hold. My body tempering finally broke through the five organs realm. When Yan urgent intelligence. Commander, I said when it's just you and me. Don't use my title. Why are you hurt so badly? I'll get a physician. No need, I know my own condition. When you. For 10 years, you've always been as still as a calm lake, without a ripple. My life wheel was shattered, and I lost 80 or 90% of my strength. But you're an elder of the demon sect. Being an elder requires strength to maintain your position. In my current state, I'll only become prey for the clans. What can I do for you? I want you to marry me. I admit I do have feelings for you, but not enough to abandon my dignity and beg you. The reason I'm doing this is to find someone to rely on after this injury, so I can live out the rest of my life. To be honest, how could I possibly protect you? Your abilities. This demon sect elder is a strategist. You now control an intelligence organization, and Cao Jin values you highly. I can conceal my injuries for another 2 or 3 years. During that time, you and I will marry. I'll do everything I can to help you rise, and you'll protect me for the rest of my life. All right. I thought you'd refuse. If you said no, I was prepared to force the issue. A true man born under heaven and earth must know when to bend and when to stand. Always running your mouth. Did you know? Shang Qingdai married her second in command, Wen Yu. Then came an even more shocking piece of news. Yangzhou Governor Chen Kaoming, impressed by Wen Yu's outstanding intelligence work during the war against Wu, rewarded him with a residence, silk, gold, silver, and jade. Hey, over here. Pull the hem flat. When the military advisor to Master Cao Jin has come to offer his congratulations, the strategist honors us with his presence. What an honor. Mr. Wen, on such a joyous day, how could you not invite me to share the joy? I was discourteous. I hope you'll forgive me, strategist. You and I go way back. It's just a small token. You're too kind. Come in and have some warm wine. This Mr. Wen has an elegant, handsome appearance and graceful bearing. I've heard he never forgets anything he sees. His calculations are flawless. No wonder even the demoness of the demon sect submits to him. Cao Jin is treating him warmly. Could this represent Governor Chan's intentions? Let's wait and see, as long as we don't make an enemy of him. At 40, he's still in his prime. Yesterday's drinking must have worn me out. I'm quitting alcohol as of today. With Shang Qingdai backing me, I fully secured control of the intelligence agency. My relationship with Cao Jin is no longer just professional. We're becoming close friends, thanks to the fragmented information from my past life. My random remarks left Cao Jin amazed. The 6 provinces south of the Yangtze are all lost. The world really is about to change. The Shan dynasty's collapse completely shattered the alliance of the aristocratic clans. Wuzhou has lost all room to resist. The 9th stage of body tempering. I must open the barrier between my mind and the world, to sense the world's energy, and draw it into my body. Then I'll enter the Sankey realm. The 10-year period is over. Would you like to settle this life? Draw talent traits. Unbreakable bones, alone half a lifetime. A withered tree blooms again, lovely Nanchun. Demoness's body, when you hold firmly to your ideals and call me comrade, would you be willing to leave with me? No one could refuse. I swear my life to your service. I fought my way out. Right now, all I want is to live longer, to raise my martial arts realm. What does the world's balance matter to me? I have to control the intelligence agency, with eyes and ears throughout Yangu's 2 provinces, so I can know everything. I finally triggered the demoness's body talent. From now on, the Demon Sex Intelligence Agency will obey me completely. The Demon Sex Intelligence Network is now an extension of my eyes and ears. Every secret report, every hidden contact, every spy's face is laid out clearly in my mind. Husband, have you ever thought about having a child? At 40, I'm still in my prime. Come on, back to the room with me. Behave yourself. I'm changing clothes.
Don't.
Listen to me.
I'm sorry.
I lied to you 3 years ago. I said I could hide my injuries for 2 or 3 years. But in truth, I only had 2 or 3 years left. I rushed you into marriage because I saw the war could drag on for years. I wanted you to help me leave with dignity, instead of dying like a stray dog in a power struggle. When we first met, you repeated my rambling divination exactly, then calmly arrived at the answer. I carved that moment into my heart. I wish I could really grow old with you and spend the rest of our lives together. I struggled to survive in the demon sect from childhood. I climbed higher just to stay alive. My heart knew nothing but coldness and cruelty. These past 3 years have been the calmest, happiest, most precious time of my life. Cough, cough. I hear everything you're saying, so I won't waste any more words. I admit I'm not a one-woman man, but in this matter I want to devote myself to her. This year, I finally completed the 9th stage of body tempering. Shang Qingdai left me 1 high-level martial art each for fists, palms, fingers, and sword, as well as a saint body cultivation method. It failed. If once doesn't work, I'll try twice. If twice fails, I'll try 3 times. Since I've known you, I've never seen you miss a single day of training. But the path of martial arts is nearly impossible without talent. You failed this breakthrough. You may recover in 3 to 5 years, but if you fail next time, thank you for coming to see me, strategist. Ever since your wife passed away, you seem to have nothing left to lose. How could that be? Yet you remain obsessed with martial arts and have reduced yourself to this state with your talent for calculations and divination. If you'd pursued Confucianism, Buddhism, Taoism, or the immortal path, you might have achieved something extraordinary. Martial arts are practiced by ordinary people. Even I struggle this much, let alone those transcendent paths of Confucianism, Buddhism, Taoism, and immortality. They're far beyond my reach. So it really is the path of Kaimandunja divination. The 10-year period is over. Would you like to settle this life? Draw talent traits. Settle it now. Recovering what was lost, unable to let go. Endless sorrow from life and death. Breaking the mirror at the cost of one's lifespan. Willing to trade this life for a breath of life. Perseverance. Your time and effort will surely pay off. The more you persist, the more fortune favors you. Keep going, kid. I don't have much time left. It's time to prepare for the final step. My lifespan is nearly exhausted. I'm running on fumes. I can't waste this second chance at life. Besides saving my life, I have another ability. I can engrave fatal attacks and use them as my own. Mr. Wen has arranged everything as you requested. I believe all sides are watching closely. As for whether we can draw her out, I understand. When you, Shang's senior disciple's husband, the head of the intelligence agency, you deliberately lured me out. What do you want? I'm on the verge of death. In my final moments, I want to witness the heights of martial arts. Hey, interesting. I have mediocre talent. My family was wiped out when I was 16. I returned to martial arts. I've practiced drawing my sword every day for over 40 years and risked death to enter the Sankey realm. This sword is called draw and thrust. It's a reckless strike. The sword domain of Yongzhou Sword Palace. What do you think of this sword? Not bad. Yongzhou Sword Palace. At least we have a lead. I'll investigate when the time is right. "40 years of spring and autumn. It was only a simulation after all. A blue epic. And the ultimate sword energy. Going left means running into war. But with my current strength, I'm not afraid. Still, in times like these, keeping a low profile is the way to survive. The old man has suffered a disaster. He doesn't have any money. Young man, my home has only plain food and a wooden bed. I hope you won't mind.
Eat up.
Thank you. Here you go. Boss, make me a sword. I need it today. Young sir, I only make farm tools. A good sword is beyond me. It needn't be great. Just make it sturdy and durable. All right, but one day. That's pretty rushed. I'll pay extra for the rush job. My grandpa sent this.
Thanks.
In this remote village, for an old man raising his granddaughter in the GU family. It's rare food. I've eaten. I can't eat that much. Is that so? Are you here to have Uncle Liu forge something? Forge what? A sword. What's a sword for? To protect lives. Protect lives? What's that noise? Sir, I'll go pay you. Kid, why are you blocking our way? The man leading them, his martial realm, second realm, vital key, 12 bandit soldiers in formation behind him, all body tempering realm, at varying levels. Not too hard. One more step, and I won't be nice. They're bandit soldiers. They slaughter the old and young, and seize able-bodied men and women as labor. I've seen villages ravaged by war before. Young sir? Thank you. No need, I got paid too. Thank you for saving us. But once the bandit soldiers find people missing, they may come back for us. We can only move away. Move where? Get some rest. Tomorrow, I'll end this bandit scourge at its source. Get to sleep. Young sir, you should leave. Saving us once is already a great kindness. How can we let you risk yourself again? It's not just for you. It's for what's in my heart. Ice Wraith eliminated. Village protection mission. Reward issued. Simulation chance gained. If I'm going to wipe out the Ice Wraiths, I need to get stronger. In the last simulation, the Mountain Stronghold Chief's realm was 4th realm, giant strength. 2 major realms above me. In that case, start the simulator. At Immortal Pass again. I resolutely went left. Sword key cut down the bandit soldiers. The first was my family's massacre at 16. The second was drawing my sword at the company on a rainy night. Begin engraving, just as expected. I engraved sword essence, flying immortal beyond heaven again, stacking it. If that's true, then before every simulation I'll engrave and stack it once. Then this lofty, ethereal sword domain will reach a terrifying realm. Keep engraving. Engrave the demonic sex secret art. Chaos field. Demonic sex secret art. Though 3 seconds is a bit short.
I wonder if Chaos Field
Can stack too. In just over half a year, Wei Qi will lead troops to destroy the stronghold. Then they can return home. It won't happen again. Leave the horses to the villagers. They can sell them after reaching the county seat. They'll fetch quite a bit of silver. Vital Key Realm requires opening the 12 regular and 8 extraordinary meridians. For someone as untalented as me, that takes years of slow work. Hope, I draw a talent trait that improves my aptitude. Come on, it's on me. Thank you, young sir. Sweet is the right way. Sprinkle on white sugar. That's the best. Savory is the only edible kind. Panghai ascends the throne of Siachu, overlooking Jiangnan. Su Hui becomes a marquis and prime minister, holding both military tally and seal. Yet the two are still arguing over whether sweet or savory tofu pudding is right. Hui, this big brother is really nice. He even left us money. Your Highness, from now on, for a drop of kindness, repay it 100-fold. Of course, one day I'll be Grand Marshal. And you'll be my strategist and chancellor, based on the last simulation. After they met by chance today, the two vanished within days. The tofu stall closed too, to avoid missing this opportunity. Starting today, I'll fully use my master informant skills to tail them. Kid, dare you go ice fishing again this winter? You're the scared one. I suppose for the rest of their days, they'll live by fishing beneath the ice. Sure enough, even with great opportunity, without astonishing talent, it's hard to become someone who can cross the void and stand among the world's strongest in just 10 years. Huh? When did this crack appear here? After watching, I even felt the sword between my brows and the mark of flying immortal beyond heaven resonating. This was formed by an unimaginably terrifying sword strike. Good thing I have master informant, letting me in this dark, complex place. Keep Pang Han and Su Hui firmly in sight. Ice Immortal Tomb. This is the Ice Immortal's tomb. What level of being was an ice immortal? Could immortals really exist? It looks like a door. You're that guy from the tofu stall. Why are you here too? I cultivate in the mountains. I came upon this place and wandered in by chance. What is this place? The Ice Immortal Tomb. What's that?
He had an epiphany just like that?
No wonder he's a peerless genius. A chance encounter, and he instantly has an epiphany. Why do those two look blurry and unreal? Never mind. I'll memorize them first. Why did they disappear? I comprehended 3 talismans. Quick victory. I am strategy. War Ghost's path of conquest. I memorized the first one, Jade Emperor. It's okay. I can teach you. I can't teach it. Strange. It felt so clear. But it won't take shape in my mind at all. Looks like the War Immortal's inheritance. It's clearly meant for Pang He and Su Hui. Getting one is enough for me. I've already gained a lot. In just 1 month, they went from ordinary people with no cultivation, straight into 4th realm, innate. This is the terror of top-tier talent, combined with inheritance. I wasn't discouraged or affected. Stay true to myself. Keep my own pace. After all, it won't be long before they stand atop power and martial arts. As for comprehending the Jade Flute relief, with the persistent talent trait and its sure gain effect, I finally got started. The Jade Flute is the path of prediction, insight, and analysis. Come on, tofu pudding's on me. All right. You're not going to test us somewhere again, are you? Eat it or don't. I'll eat. Just don't chop off my head. Tell me how many arms you want. Sister Zuo, what happened? My father owed gambling debts. They beat him to death. Now they're forcing me to pay with my body. Damn it. A debt must be repaid. That's only right. You can't blame anyone else. Hui, how can you say that? The priority now is handling this, so Sister Zuo won't be threatened again. As for avenging her father, if Sister Zuo wants revenge, we can act quietly in the dead of night. Peng He, Su Hui, go to the gang and demand an explanation. Remember, don't make too much noise. Don't draw the authorities. I know the Yan Family Chamber of Commerce. We can rent a courtyard and settle in. We'll find a proper place for Miss Zuo. All right, Brother Wen. Sister Zuo is in your hands. We'll come to your courtyard later. Sister Duo, stay here for now. Once Hui and I get some money, we'll buy you a big house. A year apart. And you're talking bigger than ever. I said if you treated me to tofu pudding, I'd repay you 1,000-fold. What about me? I treated you too. Brother Wen, where are you chopping this time? Why would I spend all day thinking about chopping you? Hey, good. I never thought, in these troubled times, there would be such a peaceful place to call home. Then I'll make this trip. Peng Hai and Su Hui, at just 16, had reached the 4th innate realm. They earned Wei Qi's respect and were made captains of 100. I served as Peng Hai's deputy. There is news from the commander. Yes. Korean-style boys two-piece set, so handsome. Brightens the complexion with a refined look. Quality comparable to pricey Korean imports. This must be the enemy's weak point. We can launch a night raid. After the raid, we must use a feint to cut off their retreat, to win outright. With your talent, carrying a banner is beneath you. If you officially enlist, I'll make you a general within 3 years. Thank you, General. But that is not my aim. The bandits' supplies really do come from the western regions. Our scouts tracked the bandits across 3 counties for months to map it all out. Are the western states planning a rebellion? After I stepped in, Wei Qi crushed the bandits much faster. I wonder if that will affect the western rebellion's timing. General Wei, your face is tenser than in battle. Can roast lamb really reveal military secrets? A few years later, Peng Han and Su Hui raised troops in Jinzhou. Soon after, Wei Qifeng led 300,000 troops to suppress them. They probably never imagined old comrades would meet as foes on the battlefield. Wei Qi commanded troops young and came from a noble capital family. He had immense wealth and resources. With his support, my intelligence network grew fast.
Its efficiency stunned Wei Qi.
Hiya. He summoned me back to the central court. Why send you back now? Didn't we say the Western Protectorate was plotting something? Are you going back? Those willing to follow me will join the personal guard. The rest may leave. He never asked the 3 of us whether we'd return to the central court with him. Because he knew our nature. We would not be bound by the court. What I showed was 7 parts real, 3 parts false. First, I did not want the intelligence network to bind me. Second, I did not want unfinished resources to delay my simulations. As for the 3 parts false, with my succubus body, the network already bore my mark. As long as I want, I can take over any time. With this farewell, when we meet again, it may be on the battlefield. Ma'am, 3 bowls of sweet tofu pudding. Okay. Make mine savory, no sweet, no salt, no spice. Brother Wen, can plain tofu pudding taste good? Plain has its own charm. The two had now perfected the palace realm. They sought the 7th realm, the celestial realm. In the 10th year, Peng Hai kept his promise. Miss Zuo and I moved into a lavish estate. Try to talk Xie into easing up. The rigid break easily. Push those people too far, and they'll do anything. With his there, he'll keep an eye on him. She is the demon sect's greatest talent. In 3,000 years sent to fight Peng Hai and Su Hui. The reason was simple. Peng Hai had touched the interests of the demon sect and many others. Hiya! What rotten luck. Why did that demoness suddenly come after us? And she's terrifyingly strong. Good thing Brother Wen was prepared. Otherwise, we'd have been wiped out. How strong is she? Half-step celestial. Half-step celestial? That demoness broke at least 2 shackles. Otherwise, even the 2 of us wouldn't have fled in such a mess. You fled in a mess.
Not me.
All right. Why are you still bickering now? Brother Wen, what do you think? I'm not ambitious. I go with the flow. You decide for yourself. Before Master passed on, he left word that if I ever lost my way, I should seek a turning point in Jinzhou. Jinzhou actually drew a purple legendary skill. Foresight, an uncanny instinct for danger. It can briefly predict the future from a split-second choice, catching vague traces. With that uncanny danger sense, I can predict the future from a split-second choice. My room for error has greatly improved. It's been ages since I tasted your cooking. Brother Wen, where are you going? I have an aunt in Lulan, in the western regions. Her family was wiped out back then. She had no choice. She can still protect herself now. I won't rest until I know how she's doing. Don't worry. We'll build a great future in Jinzhou first. Then bring your aunt over and let her enjoy the good life. It's a deal. Brother Wen, we'll wait for you in Jinzhou. Stop fussing. Get going early. Be careful on the road. Sister Zuo, if you really can't bear to let him go, just say the word. I'll go back and tie him up right now. Who cares if he's my big brother? You've got nerve, teasing me now. A second realm holy artifact has many talent traits as backup, but if I'm forced to trigger its near-death passive, that would be a huge loss. It would ruin my later plans. Now, Foresight can predict danger over a wide area, along with enemy defense and intelligence master. As long as I'm careful, I can become a ghost in the western desert, impossible to catch. A split-second choice. Future information is projected from my temporary choice. If I decide to go left, it projects the future on the left. If I decide to go right, it projects the future on the right. Then I can choose between the 2 outcomes. This trip is dangerous. I must survive a dead end, no matter how I change my temporary choice. As long as I set out for Lulan, the result is the same. Am I really this unlucky? Head west, and danger is certain. Survive a dead end. A little suffering won't kill me. Looks like I can't avoid it. What exactly awaits me? Foresight. All 9x9 projections end in certain death. I can't find the crack that leads to survival. Looks like I need to change the situation. To create more possible outcomes, I need a solid plan. Got it. It seems Ant wasn't implicated here. I wonder if she heard about the massacre. I can use my succubus body now, plus Intelligence Master, to briefly control a few ordinary people. Have them approach the Wen Merchant Guild and tentatively ask to see Wen Fei. Say a relative has come to rely on him, and see how he reacts. Damn it. Left or right? Disguise and hide. Take a detour and beg. Play dead or fight him. Sword aura, flying immortal beyond the heavens. Demon sex secret art. Chaotic force field. Die even faster. Survive a dead end. How do I survive a dead end? Senior brother, I'm from Yongzhou Sword Palace. Dead. Help! Someone hurry. Dead. I called the authorities. Dead. Auntie, save me, please, huh? Auntie can save me. Auntie, save me. Save me. So calling auntie and uncle doesn't work either? Stop. So I don't just have to call out. I have to act pathetic too. You could have said so. Auntie! Auntie! Phew. I almost died. This is my first time facing such extreme danger, with both body and mind pushed so hard. I have to say, it was thrilling. After all these years apart, you learn to act, lie, and play pitiful. I didn't lie to you, Auntie. I'm really hurt. Does it hurt? Auntie, even if you worry about me, you must stay calm and weigh things carefully. Lulan is clearly a dangerous place. You cannot rush in recklessly. How could I not come? For 10 years I worried every day. About what happened to you back then. Don't ask. I can't tell you. Alright. Seeing you safe again puts my mind at ease. I cannot protect you forever. This is a teleportation talisman. It can send you out of Lulan. Once you leave Lulan, you will still face endless pursuit. This is all I can do for you. Try to stay alive. You really think you're his aunt? I'm not as heartless as you. This is spatial teleportation. Like the power of an immortal. It can even be inscribed into a talisman. Who exactly is Aunt Consort Wen? She has managed Lulan for years. What secrets does it hide? Consort Wen cares deeply for me. She was willing to stop Yongzhou's sword cultivators and used a precious teleportation talisman to send me away. From her actions and words, saving me meant defying immense pressure. Where was that pressure coming from? And who wants me dead? This trip to Lulan not only failed to clear my doubts, it only shrouded them in deeper mystery. What could be behind that massacre? If those flashes of light were alerts sent out to track me, then getting to Yamen Pass will mean layers of checks and inspections. But no matter how perfect my disguise is, they'll find me within a month at most. They may have divination methods. In this battle of calculation and counter-calculation, I won't lose. Sacred Key Realm. Break through the 10th meridian. Yin Qian, the late emperor's son, has joined forces with the western regions to rebel. They breached Yamen Pass and are marching on Yongzhou. Han Jing's military skill is formidable. He previously united 100 Western nations and claimed to lead 1.8 million troops east. Even if that number is exaggerated, with all their logistical support, the troop gap is still clear. 3 years, who knows how I've lived these 3 years? I got some news. The Western rebel army has a Zhang Bofu leading the campaign. He's actually fighting Hanjing to a standstill. 30 years old. In the Western desert. I just escaped another pursuit. I'm getting curious. If they're so set on killing me, why not just divine my location and strike directly? Maybe this is Auntie's one chance at saving me. The puzzle behind that massacre is just too hard. I can't solve it. The 10-year term is almost up. My life can be settled, and I can draw a talent trait. These 10 years have been so hard. Luckily, Western grapes are sweet. They soften life's bitterness. I wonder what trait a life hunted for nearly 10 years will yield. In a rush. Scrambling for my life. After several probes and feints, I learned the pursuer's background. She's highly gifted, a young woman skilled in divination. Now her killing intent is gone. She seems to be sparing me, but really, I'm no longer useful to her. She trapped me before, only to use my fate for divination. Considering the Western regions and every major event, the answer was easy to infer. The Yamen tragedy is tied to the Western region's rebellion 10 years ago. Consort Wen knows the truth. She even thought I died the night of the massacre. And Consort Wen knows the truth. But what about father? What role did he play? Why did it end in such a tragic massacre? The 10-year term is up. Settle your life? Draw a talent trait. I don't want to stay in this desert anymore. I hope I draw a trait that gets me out of this mess. 3 years after 3 years. 10 bitter years in the Western frontier. Only UT grapes are sweet. Weathered by wind and frost. Erase all traces. Hide in the shadows. Become the darkness. I can finally see hope of escape. Hide traces, conceal form. I named the plan Infernal Affairs. I used divination and foresight to hide before. But Buzan could locate me within a month. Getting near Yamen Pass is certain death. I can't use secret arts at long range. If I hesitate, I'll be controlled. Any slip will bring a crushing crackdown. I won't be able to take it then.
He's headed for Yamen Pass again.
HMP. I don't believe I can't catch you. Unless you can see the future. Stop calculating. He's no longer in the Western regions. Sister Wen. If he's not in the Western regions, where did he go?
He's gone.
That's all. I never expected that kid to have such mysterious means. He can even block Master's lock-on. It seems the opportunity he found back then runs far deeper than I imagined. How is that possible? Master gave me this magic sword to keep that man trapped in the Western regions. Not only did he counter my divination, he even blocked Master's methods. Fine, since he's already gone. Let this matter rest. Don't overthink it, or get your hopes up. Auntie can only help you this much. Take good care of yourself. I've finally shaken those pursuers. Now I need to make a proper plan. Head south to Jinzhou. It was the promise I made with Peng Hai and the others 10 years ago. Come to Lulan and find Auntie's whereabouts. And over these 10 years, I vanished without a trace, with no word at all. They may think something happened to me. After the Western rebels took Yongzhou, nothing seems to have changed. Peng Han and Su Hui really did raise an army. Chen Chao, Mangxiang, Che Wei, all just like the last simulation. Former comrades now face each other on the battlefield. The Western regions and Hanjing are deadlocked. Bingzhou is being attacked by Yumu. Neither side has spare strength to open another front. East of Suzhou is Shuzhou. Beyond Shuzhou's dangerous pass lies Dashang's central court. No wonder heavy troops are stationed here. You know the Kanglen sword sect? The sacred land of sword cultivators. Countless sword cultivators come here. The Kanglen sword sect leader set a rule. Leave a mark on the wall with sword intent to determine who's better. Hey, let me warn you. Those sword marks contain great opportunities. What do you mean? Every sword mark was carved by sword intent. Then do you know which mark still holds sword intent?
No, that's just what people say.
As for whether it's true, I have no idea. I can't say if sword intent lasts centuries. But if this sword aura strikes the wall, it'll surely be one of the coolest marks. Luo, let me ask you something.
Eat.
Thank you, sir. Ask me anything. In Kanglen City, I know all the gossip. I heard the Kanglen sword sect is here. Where exactly is it? Sir, you want to enter the sect? That's not easy. Besides having connections, or sending a calling card, most people must rely on their sword to climb the mountain. A sword? That's right. One level of sword realm, one level up. How high you can climb depends on how strong your sword is. That rule is interesting. Keep eating. Don't waste it. While gathering intel before, I tried to figure out whether the Kanglen sword sect was backing any rebels. After all, the Tranquil Heart Sword Studio and Yongzhou Sword Palace both joined the cause. As one of the 4 great sword sanctuaries, they wouldn't want to be left out. You wish to climb the mountain?
I do.
Draw your sword from afar. If its force rings like metal and stone, you may climb. Remember, use sword force only.
Thank you.
My sword force has been honed for 10 years.
I see. That's not easy to achieve.
Arctic sword arts are rare indeed.
Did I pass?
Go ahead. Ah, what terrifying sword aura!
What is that?
I know my own strengths. I know exactly where my greatest talent lies. Naturally, it's in lyrical tunes. Senior brother, don't be so stubborn. Keep acting willfully, and master will truly get angry. Senior brother, if you really want to save the Dechang dynasty and end this chaos, then you should practice the sword even more. Only when you're strong enough can you do what you want. Learning the sword can't save Dachang. That sounds like Ji Yu Chen. I heard what you said earlier. Quite interesting. May I come in for a chat? Please. The view here is wide open. The scenery is lovely. You think what I said earlier was right? What's wrong with it? I first wielded a sword at 3. By 6, I'd mastered basic swordsmanship. At 8, I observed the highest sword realm. At 12, I grasped sword momentum. At 16, I grasped sword intent. Everyone called me a born sword prodigy. They said I could become a sword immortal. Yet I went against the grain. I gave up the sword for books. What a waste of talent.
You think I'm bragging? Number.
I just find that title rather unique.
Unique?
It really is fucking unique. Is that why you gave up the sword? War is raging everywhere now. Kanglen City has the sword sect. That's why it remains stable. But how many people have been displaced? Going hungry, ravaged by war. their families destroyed. So you want to end the war? That's right. Powerful clans, corrupt officials, violent martial artists, scheming courtiers, and a foolish emperor. In short, Great Kang is rotten to the core. It must be broken before it can be rebuilt. I can't bear to see the people suffer. If you can't bear it, why not use your sword to purge the court? Even change the dynasty. Don't be fooled by all the rebel armies. Cities all around are divided, especially in the southwest. Rebels cannot rebuild after destruction. They can only make the people's hardship worse. They'll only add more decay to this dynasty. After decades, even a century, they'll fade like dust in history, while Great Kang grows even more broken. The people will be left destitute. So you want to study and enter the central court? Become a court official and change this world? You understand me, brother.
Not really.
This man stands as high as the Kanglan war sect. He sees secrets I cannot. Then Lu Zioan of the Yongzhou Sword Palace, Silent Sword Qianten, must see them too. Why would he reach the opposite conclusion? The Great Kang dynasty cannot be shaken. Then what are all sides seeking? Perhaps when I find the answer, all this fog will clear. You're switching to the Confucian path? Sword cultivation can't save Great Kang, much less rigid Confucian cultivation. Enough. Neither of you should judge the other. Sword cultivators see Confucians as roadside trash too. Confucianism, legalism, military theory, Mohism, diplomacy. I want to understand every school of thought and find a way to save Great Kang. Then I wish Brother Lu taught Marx soon. A seat in the Grand Secretariat and the power to reform the realm, dig out the silt, and replace it with fresh soil. Thank you for your kind words. Talking with Brother Wen today, your wild ideas have taught me much. I'm preparing to enter seclusion and reflect. Brother Lu, let me give you 2 words. When you break through, may you find a way to save the people. Long Cheng. My talent lies in wording. Why else would it be called a talent trait? Bingzhou is now Shaanxi U.S. territory. I don't want to get dragged into that mess. I'll take the route through Suzhou, which Great Kang still controls. Most temples are about the same. They just get a bit more incense. At last, my second realm's sacred key is complete. A full 20 years of cultivation. The farther I go, the more I feel how hard cultivation is for someone average. Especially after seeing Peng Hai and Su Hui leap into the innate realm. And Lu Zun, who grasped sword intent at 16. Compared to them, it's like heaven and earth. Peng Hai and Su Hui now rule Jinzhou. Getting a visualization method should be easy for them. Forget immortal scriptures and Taoist canons. They can surely pick any top visualization method. It seems that over these 10 years, Peng Hai and Su Hui have fully taken Jinzhou. The people's lives and merchant trade are both doing well. When he first arrived in Jinzhou, he was recommended as a commandant. He led troops to control the floods at Dongting. He gathered the lake bandits, raised an army and swept across Jiangnan. Every great clan submitted. He took Jinzhou in one stroke. No one can match his rise. My lord, a gentleman asked me to deliver his calling card. The fighting in Jinzhou has eased for now. Our priority is restoring people's livelihoods and rebuilding trade. At the start of peace talks, Wei Qi urgently sent troops north. There has been trouble at the northern Great Wall. Our intelligence network in northern Jinzhou can't reach that far yet. In such a hurry? What happened? Brother Wen. Brother Wen is in Shanyang. He's staying at an inn. Let's go. Should we tell Sister Zuo? Let's confirm it first. What if Sister Zuo can't handle the emotional shock? Brother Wen, after 10 years, you're still so reckless. Why make such a scene? Why are you following us? Disperse. If Sister Zuo learns you've returned, she'd be overjoyed. That's rare. You two came together. When you? Long time no see. It really is you. Hey, what are you doing? You're an eyesore. You two catch up first. I'll have the kitchen prepare something. We'll celebrate properly tonight. Forgive me for the display. She hasn't changed. Still as lovely as the tofu beauty back then. The two of them kindly found me things to preserve my looks. Where have you been these 10 years? Why did you vanish without a word? They spent so many people searching, yet couldn't find you. They went through a lot for me. Brother Wen, what happened all these years? I had just reached Lulan and found my aunt. I confirmed she was safe. Then I was hunted down. One chased, one fled. And 10 years passed in a blink. 10 years. Do you know how I spent those 10 years? Tell us about it. What's the Western regions like? I've often heard of its many kingdoms. It must be quite colorful. There's nothing good about the Western regions. The women are just sweeter. I'm over 30 now, brother. Had I not heard otherwise, who knows when I'd have descendants? My kid's realm might be higher than yours by now. What? Looking down on me? Your big brother has reached complete sacred key too. Does your young marshal's mansion have any? Immortal scripture or Duist canon level techniques? Hurry up and offer one to your brother. Brother, how is your insight into that Ice Immortal Polonia relief? Foresight against enemies. Brother, you're really my brother. That great path called math and physics is laid out before me, from simple to deep. Sadly, I can only grasp the surface. The Jade Emperor relief Brother Wen obtained grants foresight against foes and reveals weaknesses. I have a visualization method. Oh, I remember now. Your mind's eye visualization. It truly suits this brother's foresight. This shows the value of a mystic tier visualization method. If word got out, it would spark a bloody storm. The visualization method you use is only mystic tier? Yeah, I happen to gain insight into it. All right, I get it. Broken down by a math master. The formula for linear equations. Is engraving visualization diagrams draining? How should I put it? It's not about whether it's draining. It's about making the engraving clearer. You've had it rough, Hizzy. Brother Wen, you're staying this time, right? I have nowhere to go for now. That's great. I've got a position meant just for you. I've waited a full 10 years for you to build an intelligence agency. That's right. Over the years, we've tried to copy how you set up your intelligence network. Sadly, it worked poorly. Spies are easily compromised. They can be turned into moles. It also caused too much redundant intel, which clouded our judgment. It's harder than the usual way. It's not that I'm worried they've changed. It's the positions they're in now, and the situation in the West. Often they can't act as they wish. What they're doing is rebellion. So many lives, 9 clans at stake. They entrusted it without hesitation. How could Peng Hai and Suhui let them down? Then get some rest early, Brother Wen. Tomorrow I'll introduce Jinzhou's officials to you. Calm your mind. Let spirit and essence become one. Focus your awareness. Feel with your spirit. The key lies in the word game. Every battle is like a game of chess. First move, second move, advantage, disadvantage. Each situation has its own answer. I'll keep grinding. I don't believe I can get in. All 6 reliefs need 2 pairs of eyes. 1 pair to foresee the enemy, spot weaknesses, and break down the situation. That's how you fend off enemies. I haven't made this in ages. Try it. See if it tastes the same. More than just ages. Ever since you went missing, Brother Wen, I haven't made it again. I don't even dare mention beans anymore. Teasing me again, are you? Even dogs won't eat the plain kind. Dogs won't eat it, but I will. He's insulting you. I want a savory bowl. Okay, right away. The plain kind. This one's sweet. Oh, I was so happy. I brought the wrong one. I'll eat what dogs won't. Renwen serves as Sensorate Chief, independent of Jinzhou's power structure, reporting directly to him. With Panghai's absolute trust and full support from every Jinzhou department, the intelligence agency quickly takes shape, winning hearts with her succubus body. Just wait and see. Though intelligence agencies must stay hidden, your office doesn't have to be this dark and gloomy, does it? What do you need? The Censorate's intelligence agency is on track, and Jinzhou is thriving. Bro, why not use this peaceful time to settle down? Sister Zuo has waited 20 years for you. Help me prepare. Your big bro is getting married. Shouldn't you do something for me? Name it. I'll handle it all. Fine, make it a grand affair. Tonight, I only wish to enjoy the city's fireworks with you.
Cheers.
Hui, this is nice. Things will always be this good. Of course they will. So when are you finding someone? You're still just a kid. Never mind. Once I took this path, there was no turning back. I can only keep going. I can't stop. I hear Mount Zhenwu is one of the Dao Prefecture's 3 sacred sites, with countless worshippers. It truly rivals Mount Yuxiao. I've come here every year to pray, only wishing my husband safe and sound. Looks like it works. Thanks to my wife's devoted prayers all these years, I've turned danger into safety. Better rely on yourself than gods or Buddhas. Escaping danger is your own destiny, not protection from gods. The Daoist priest is a cultivator from Mount Zhenwu's celestial master's manor. You're quite an odd little kid. How am I odd? You're the odd one, sweeping away your own incense offerings, right in front of this temple. Odd indeed, truly odd. Interesting. This severed fate has somehow been restored. What a rare sight. What a rare sight. Husband, what are you looking at? What a rare sight indeed. Is that good or bad? It's fine. Don't scare yourself. Bro, my dear big bro, you've been gone 3 months. Are you still running the Sensorate? The intelligence agency is already on track. It runs on its own. My presence hardly matters. How's married life? Why not try it yourself? Clock in at work every day. Focus my spirit and draw my sword daily. Drawing my sword day after day, Jinzhou has recovered. Its military might grows daily, and it now seeks expansion. My spy network watches Yangzhou and Bingzhou day and night. Xiang Che, Chen Kaoming, and Pang Hai have joined forces to plot something big. My spirit has transformed into tangible willpower. Within 10 yards, I see through everything. Using willpower and visualization, I can detect and track enemies and predict their attacks. My sword strikes straight at their weakness. Unstoppable. The three states of Jingyang and Bing have formed an alliance and will race armies together to attack each state. Gentlemen, our military strength is ready. It's time to expand. Zun Waxi will oversee state affairs. Qiang Guan will handle logistics. Wu Yangui will enforce the laws. Wei Yuan will set strategy. Su Hui will devise tactics. When you will relay intelligence and deploy the troops, I will personally lead the army and march into Yuzhou.
Take charge of the censorate.
Build an intelligence agency. The focus naturally is Yuzhou. How Pang Han uses it is up to him. I'm not in Yangzhou, but in Jinzhou, and I've planned ahead. It's only a matter of time before Pang Han takes Yuzhou. You want me at the front lines? Pang Han and Su Hui together should be more than enough. They shouldn't need my agents at the front, unless the two of them are tied down. Maybe Pang Han and Su Hui are tied down because of this. Lord Shi of the Censorate. Where are the young marshal and Samasu? I don't know, sir. Half a month ago we reached Tiananmen City. The young marshal tried to attack, but was blocked by the city's defensive formation. The defenders wield defensive artifacts of immense power, so we withdrew and surrounded the city. 10 days ago, the young marshal left orders. The siege plan is entrusted to Lord Shi of the Censorate. Then he and Lord Su vanished. Brother Wen. You too. Where have you been lately? When we reached the city, there was someone on Mount Tianmen, an old fool who told us to leave. What nerve. With Yuan Fu Hall there. How could I swallow that? I went up and gave him 2 slashes. Then Yuan Fu Hall gave its all to defend the city. Any chance of a deal was completely ruined. Then why were you two held up on the mountain? Hold back, Brother Wen. You think far too highly of him. He didn't hold us back. We pinned Yuan Fu Hall on that mountain. What realm? Celestial being. A true celestial being. We're already here. Might as well witness this peerless menace and the terror of ghost strategist schemes. The intelligence agency has fully brought Yuzhou under control. Peng Hai and Su Hui have also settled matters and returned to Xiangyang. Watching the Azure Orchid Calamity Sword return to Xiangyang, I grasped sword intent and entered the Divine Pass, testing my sword on the battlefield. 10 years, every day bound to my sword. My footsteps hidden in shadow. The 10-year term is up. Settle this life? Draw a talent trait. This is an advanced trait of Sword Key Rampage. Overwhelming sword force. Now it's time to digest these gains. It's time to make those nobles who drained the people's blood spit it all back out. Wei Yuan set the development strategy. Su Hui worked out the details. Zhang Huaxi carried it out. Wu Yanggi and Qiang Guan followed behind. One passed judgment. The other seized their estates. But lately, talk has spread through Xiangyang and grown more intense. The issue being discussed is founding a nation. The rumors in town lately. You've surely heard them, brother. Someone can't hold back anymore. They're eager to become nobles. What should I do? Can you resist it? I don't know. Nobles can be overthrown, and dynasties can fall, but the submission ingrained in people's hearts for millennia is the deepest rooted and hardest to remove. You have no solution either, brother? Think of a name for the nation. My king, it's late. Your servant is quite tired. I'll retire first. No need to see me off. Peng Hai rules over Jing and Yu, holding the power of a feudal king. He ascends the throne in Xiangyang and founds the state of Sishu. I ascend the throne today. My first act is to grant the Tiger Tally and Prime Minister's seal. This is Su Hui's appointment. Peng Hai fulfills the promise he made at a tofu stall in his youth. I don't care about all these rewards, much less stepping into the mire of court politics. Make Wen a marquis. That same year, Xiang Che seized the Su and Bing provinces and founded Qi.
He proclaimed himself the overlord.
The 6 southern provinces of the Great Granary all belonged to Western Chu. Qi, Wu, and Siyu stood as 3 equal powers, strong enough to stand against the imperial court. The 3 kingdoms called a truce and opened trade. They forged an alliance. My inspectorate survived years of war and achieved full self-rule. That gave me time to cultivate, reading and keeping Zuo company. Now, with my power and status in Chu, what swordsman could refuse to bow? They respectfully call me Warm Lord. My 3rd realm insight is complete. I'm now seeking to break into the innate realm. The innate realm is a warrior's transformation of life. It can make the body impervious to harm and heal crippling injuries. To break through, first use spiritual force to refine spiritual energy into spiritual power. Then choose one part of the body to nourish with it. Once that part completes its life transformation, you'll have entered the innate realm. Then rebuild your foundation and temper your entire body. Big brother, are you trying to break into the innate realm? Yeah. Do you know any suitable techniques? Big brother, you've practiced the sword for years and entered the sword intent visualization method. So your innate technique should be tied to the sword. That would boost your cultivation speed. I'll take a piece from the techniques you practice, simplify and derive it, and tailor it to you. Which part will you choose as your foundation of creation? So you're taking the whole body. The war had been deadlocked for years. Yin Qian suddenly raised an army. With help from the western regions, he broke through several provinces. But then Han Jing intervened.
His campaign was a complete victory, forcing Yin Qian back.
Only Uncle Jiang's intervention could stand against him. That was over 20 years ago. Peng Hai, Qian Chao, Meng Xiangche, and the others had all founded kingdoms. Yet Yin Qian was still blocked in Yong province. Shu province has fallen. So this was the Great Granary's supposedly impregnable southwestern stronghold. Uncle Jiang marched into Shu province. Han Jing received an imperial order to attack Shu Pass. The nobles of the Great Granary's central court were clearly afraid. Beyond Shu province lay the heart of the Great Granary. After Jiang recovered the city, he sent 13 peace proposals. Han Jing detained all the first 12. The imperial court was enraged and sent an envoy to negotiate peace. The two emperors formed an alliance and called a truce. They paid compensation. The two provinces were used to establish Zhou. The great granary is beyond saving. When the 6 southern provinces fell 10 years ago, Luzon entered the cabinet and took control of the realm. The court's decision was so absurd, he should never have agreed to it. So there can only be one reason. The Supreme Emperor issued an order that could not be disobeyed. I suspect it was because of that legendary sort of authority. As Lei Zhang once said, the great granary empire cannot be shaken. It has endured for 10,000 years. Perhaps it possesses some unimaginable hidden power. The 10-year term is up. Would you like to settle this life? Draw the talent traits. Settlement complete. 10 years of stubborn defiance. Knowing it can't be done, yet doing it anyway. All right. Just draw already. Stop scolding me. The system's a masochist. So be it. Masochist sounds awful. Can we call it a Louis XVI moment? Fine, a masochist it is. As long as it's useful. Who cares what it's called? Awesome. Year 44. I'm 60 years old. This is the longest I've ever lived. What a cause for celebration. I haven't visited the inspectorate in a long time. I'm here today because I have some troubling intelligence. You've only founded your kingdom a few years ago, and you already can't hold back? Lord Wen, what brings you here? Why didn't you send word? I could have welcomed you myself. Eating so light. Are you trying to lose weight? A little thinner is good. Very good. Sit, don't stand. Old Qian, how long have we known each other? Over 20 years. Back then, Lord Wen was young and ambitious. You boldly founded the intelligence service. I remember it like yesterday. Since you know how good my intelligence network is, how dare you cling to wishful thinking? What do you mean, Lord Wen? You should know perfectly well. I can tolerate you taking gifts from the wealthy and powerful, but not abusing your office for profit. Lord Wen leads by example. You've always been incorruptible. We follow your standards as well. Please forgive this lapse. How much of the people's hard-earned money is this? This? Damn it, who? Who put this vulgar trash in my residence? It's a frame-up, definitely a frame-up. An attempt to harm a loyal official. A plot against an honest man. Lord Wen, please see the truth. Lord Wen, I was wrong. Please, Lord Wen. I gave in to greed and made a terrible mistake. Please spare me this once. Not a penny of the stolen silver has been touched.
It's all here.
Ever since I accepted it, I've lived in fear. Afraid the inspectorate would come knocking. Afraid Lord Wen would come for me with his sword. But after that first time, I just couldn't stop. I know that clear water has no fish. So I left a powerful way to make money. But why reach your greed into the pockets of commoners? Money from the great families is harder to take. Once you take it, you have to do them favors. And doing favors means showing favoritism. Then not only Lord Wen, but Wu Yuangui and the king of Sishu would execute me. The landlords and gentry would squeeze their own share from the people. I only took 30%. Pure profit with no investment. I couldn't resist.
Take him away.
Let go. I demand to see the king of Sihu. Let me go. Wei, you can't arrest me. What gives you the right? I'm a founding hero. I served CHU and earned my rewards. What's wrong with taking a little money? I fought for years. I risked my entire clan by rebelling. I finally won. Why can't I enjoy the fruits of victory? This is so heartless. I want to see the king of CHU. Absurd. Lord Wen has been utterly loyal. How dare you slander him? with Qian Guan at the head. Root out every gentry family and landlord involved. Debt must be repaid. Arrest them and recover the damages. Blood debt must be paid in blood. Behead them publicly. The 6 southern provinces are now divided among Sichu, Qi, and Wu. To expand, we can either defend our borders or move north. Qi can advance north into Su province. Sichu and Wu don't border it, but both fear a surprise attack from the other. Wu wants to cross the Huayi and attack Huayi province, but it fears Sichu just as much. The 3 kingdoms negotiated for 3 months and reached a preliminary alliance. They decided to send envoys from Sichu to Xiangyang for peace talks. The 7th Fan Li, Peking Yu's 5th life.
靠近
Gongxi Shang Qingdai. Shang Qingdai again. I didn't expect him to still be alive in this life. Could fate finally be on my side? But back then, he was already badly wounded when he married me. Without my intelligence bureau, Shang Qingdai's growth was limited. He could barely direct the war. Now he runs Wu's intelligence service, and his power is concentrated. What's with that look? Did he retain his memories? Shang Sili is looking at me, like I'm someone from his past. I have never met Lord Wen before, though we've never met. Ever since Lord Wen established the inspectorate, your intelligence work has been nothing short of divine. You account for every possibility. I'm truly in awe. I was completely won over. So I've admired you from afar for a long time. Oh, so that's what you mean by admiring from afar. This ex-wife is hopelessly love-struck. There are many wise advisors here. Any one of them could be called a statesman. Yet you're the only one who favors me. Shang Silly, you flatter me. Bottoms up. Don't invite me to these fake business dinners again. With Wei Yuan, Tao Jing, and Fan Li at the core, they discussed the alliance. The pact was sealed. The generals lost their chance to win glory. So they really tore Wei Yuan apart. Sorry, you had to take the blame for me, teacher. They just don't dare curse you. So they take it out on Wei Yuan. Who knows how much trash they talk about you behind your back. War is about to break out again. How do you plan to deploy? I'll lead 3,000 iron cavalry north to attack Suzhou. Hizi will lead 300 swordsmen to aid Duke Cheng Keomeng. Why haven't I seen Hizi lately? Hizi is beyond saving, that which has completely bewitched him. They debate the way all day. She's Pei Qingyu of the Quiet Mind Sword Studio. You call her a witch? I thought she was from the demon sect. Don't let his demon sect roots fool you. He acts sneaky and chased Hizi and me for 6 weeks. But I can tell, he's not bad at heart. He's mostly just forced into it. That's the way the world is. How else could he survive? Don't worry, Sister Zuo. I'm just going to take it easy. I won't take risks. Besides, with my strength, if I want to leave, no one in the world can stop me. I'm only responsible for strategy. I'll wait for your triumphant return. Qi and Wu launched a 2-front northern campaign. The war went smoothly. Young Marshal Peng Hai joined forces with Overlord Xiang Che. They smashed through city after city. Shu and Gui prefectures fell. Suzhou was left isolated and helpless, with no aid from the Great Kang Court. The southern allied forces marched straight to Kanglin City. Meanwhile, the Wu front was very different. Su Hui planned every move. He slowly ate away at enemy land. Su Hui has vanished. Hizi really is in trouble. Report Wu's invasion at once to the king of Chu and every local prefecture. Order Xiangyang's defenses to the highest alert. Marquis Wen sent an urgent message late at night.
What happened?
Judging by when the intel arrived, Chen Kaomeng's army may have breached Yuzhou's border defenses and struck deep inland. Where is the young master? Su Hui is nowhere to be found. This was planned all along. Su Hui may be tied up for now. With his strength,
His life is unlikely in danger.
right now we must decide how to resist Chen Kaomeng and Pang Hai's invasion.
Wait.
What intel? Damn it. This so-called Allied Northern campaign was really a long-planned plot against CHU. They don't want a Northern campaign. They want to carve up CHU. What now? Gather the troops. Rely on fortified cities. Delay Chen Kaomeng's southward advance as long as possible. Yes. If they don't come, an air of death shrouded Xiangyang City, filling everyone with unease. I put Wei Yuan in charge of strategy. As a military advisor, he's better at this. The intelligence network ran at full capacity. Reports flowed through my hands like a flood. The bloody battle reports chilled me to the bone. Chen Kaomeng's army has invaded. The border defenses can't stop them. Suzhou may not hold. Sure enough, Tianmen City has fallen. The impregnable Tianmen City collapsed from within. Yuanfu Hall stood by and watched. They only want to do business and keep things stable. Too bad Pang Hai and Su Hui aren't here. With Tianmen City fallen, Yuzhou can only be abandoned. Pull the line back to Jinzhou. Bai Guanting and Zhang Shuzi lead the defense against Qi. Xiang Cheng hasn't appeared at the front. A small blessing in all this. We can hold off Qi, but Wu can only be delayed. At most 1 month. Chen Kaomeng will be at the gates. Go! They're paying any price for this. Maybe they fear Pang Hai and Su Hui will return early. But without the demon-slaying body to command the troops and officials, Xianyang would have fallen long ago. Third realm, divine sight. Fourth realm, innate. I kill them like weeds. Fifth realm, fate wheel. Their spiritual sense is extraordinary. Hard to kill. I'm after their core forces. I move through the shadows. Every strike is a death sentence. Foresee it in advance. Interesting. Looks like I'll have to reveal my survival passive again. It's an exact copy of my chaotic order stance.
What about your attack? Why did it do nothing?
The noble trait earns absolute loyalty from like-minded people. Before this, I used this trait to build the intelligence network. But today I unexpectedly tested another special effect of the succubus body. Fate works in strange ways. By sheer coincidence. If Pei Qingyu and the others had attacked carelessly, it would have been certain death. But he was overly cautious and ran right into the succubus body. Not only did he fail, the succubus body also reclassified him. Marquis Wen, why not rest longer? I'll hold the fort here.
No need.
You know how well an innate body recovers. Let everyone rest. I'll keep watch. The sword light of the King of Situ. In all the land, only one man is this fierce. Xiang Che, the overlord of Qi. He's still not giving up.
He's still chasing Pang Hai.
You chased me all the way to Shangyan? Did trapping me for a year make you forget my title? The young marshal is the young marshal. Young marshal. Young marshal. Everyone, rise. He's the true backbone of this place. I beg leave to reorganize our strategy first. I'll let you live a few more days. You delayed me for a year and think you're fit to face me in battle? Marquis Wen, I need to know everything. King of Ce Chu, this way. Your injuries are severe. It's not the injuries. I've fallen from the celestial realm. How did that happen? Any word on Su Hui? I unexpectedly learned from Xiang Che that Su Hui has fallen to madness. Fallen to madness? Martial arts can have inner demons.
Number.
I never heard of it until Xiang Che mentioned it. Even you didn't know? Could it be related to the Tranquil Mind Sword Studio? They specialize in manipulating minds. Su Hui debated the Dao with Pei Qingyu then. They may have set a trap, letting an inner demon invade him. Is that what happened? The cause no longer matters. Those are the eyes of a man ready to die. Brother, take Sister Zuo and leave.
Long ago.
I secretly sent the Zuo family out of Shangyang with loyal guards.
You and I are brothers.
How could I not see you through your final journey?
Good.
Brother, I'll stake my life with you. Then I won't disappoint you. Why did you fall from the celestial realm? Brother, remember the 9 shackles of the celestial realm? You said the celestial realm requires breaking 9 shackles. Only the last one restrains the mind. The shackle on the divine treasury. It must be broken, or one is only half-step celestial. That's right. My divine treasury was bound again. Such a method exists. I bound it myself. Celestial means dwelling high in the heavens, one who transcends the mortal world. So once the ninth hidden shackle is broken, you can no longer remain in this world. Under the laws of heaven and earth, you ascend and depart. Ascend? Yes, ascend. Brother, you're truly clever. Looks like you figured it out. That's right. Fortune can let celestials descend. No, that can't be. With the Great Kang Capital's 10,000-year foundation, wouldn't there be dozens of immortals? When Suhui and I became immortals, we didn't rely on fortune, but on destiny. The Ice Immortal favored us. Later, we used CHU's fortune to sustain our immortal realm.
Even CHU's two provinces could barely support us both.
Because we were too powerful. So most of the time, Su Hui sealed the hidden mysteries of his mind. Otherwise, with his calm mind and cunning strategies, he could never fall to madness. Because he had to seal his divine treasury, he fell from the celestial realm. Without his martial realm's power, even if Pang He ruled the world's ice arts, he couldn't turn the tide for Qianqing, Xiang Che, and Cheng Kaomeng. The Overlord and the Chaos Dragons Alliance have dragged Si Chu onto the road to ruin. Tang Hai has fallen from the celestial realm. Tomorrow we'll take the city and destroy Sea of Hu. Long live the Overlord. What young marshal? I'd kill him as easily as weeds. Though Pang Hai has fallen from the celestial realm,
His command of warfare remains.
with Xiangyang's troops and strong pass, if we rush the city, we may suffer heavy losses. That's unwise. Master Fan, what do you suggest? I don't know. Where's Gongxi? You want to gather Gongxi and pay King Yu 2 celestials. And settle it in one battle. Good. Shanghai is lucky to have brothers like you. When disaster loomed, you still stood firmly behind me. After today's battle, there'll be no victory feast. On the road to the underworld, I'll catch up with you all again. Never surrender. So what if there are 4 Enites? They can't stop one sword strike. This blade bears CHU's spirit. The name Young Marshal. Never surrender. What? Taken a liking to this Marquis Wen? Your eyes are practically in his arms. Li Chang's aura. Are you insane? This stance.
Xiangche. The world shouldn't be like this.
Battle, entertain me.
Are you scared? You only flee like the weak. Pang Han carved the world with his final blade. Xiangche lost. He really lost. You two monsters are just watching? At the cost of falling into mortality, he cut down a celestial on an untried path. From now on, every time I drink, I'll raise a cup to you. Bad news. The Overlord is dying. I'm not dead. Not dead. What a shame. That's great. How was that blade? It earns me a bowl of sweet tofu pudding today. No dog would eat the plain kind. Right. No dog would eat it. Not this time. Next time, I'll take you to try it again. Young Martial Song. Young Martial Song. What happened? How did this happen? Ah, what the hell is this evil thing? Oh, Overlord. Overlord, explain this to me. Using the near-death survival passive here. I guess I've gone the whole way with you. Besides, near-death survival lets me live without dying and turn this attack into my own. So, whether for faster cultivation later or to test the near-death survival trait, I need to carry out this plan. Are the injuries too severe? After retreating, rest and recover first. Looks like I can only use the backup plan. Marquis Wen. General Bai, once the battle begins, stay close by my side. Of course, it's my duty. As long as I live, no one will harm a hair on Marquis Wen. General Bai, you've misunderstood.
I don't need your protection. I only hope that, at the end, you'll follow my order and send me off yourself, Marquis Wen. My final wish. I accept your order. Remember, use only pure physical strength to end my life completely. Yes. If this test succeeds, I can break free of this mediocre body's limits. The battle is over. It's right at hand. Did Peng Hai's blade knock Xiang Che senseless? Then why is he here? Xiang Che. Strong, too strong. On the path of pure physical strength, I'd call him the strongest. I'm not afraid Xiang Che is strong. I'm afraid he's not strong enough. The more terrifying the physique. If the test works, the greater the reward. Peng Hai's strike shattered Xiang Che's resolve. He could no longer resist. You think everyone can fool me like Peng Hai did? Xiang Che. Peng Hai, I'll remember the only defeat you've given me. With these wounds and blood, I'll carve this mark of shame. Submit or die. Marquis Wen. Where's Wen Yu? You dare, at the innate realm, to draw your sword at me? You'll be reduced to dust. Can you take us home too? Hey, little one. Remember, bring me 2 more roast chickens. Thank you, Taoist. Stop. Madam. How strange. You escaped death again, little one. Even this old Doius can see through you. Thank you for saving me, Taoist. Why won't you show yourself? I'm afraid he'd suffer another parting. Listen, little one. I was willing to talk with you before, because your ideas were unique, and you were free-spirited. Why, after dying once, have you become so stubborn and hesitant? So wishy-washy? Husband.
It's me.
I know you love this. Eat more.
You spoil her too much. 3 kingdoms stand, dividing Nanking. Kiwu and Shu await an alliance. The land lies broken, and men fall. White mourning clothes by a fresh grave. Settlement. Misfortune in old age, untouched by time. Your power stays at its peak. The closer you get to old age, the stronger your combat power. The older you get, the more red hair grows. Enemies you attack will be tainted by misfortune. Techniques enhanced by late life misfortune may change unexpectedly. This forbidden steer talent isn't so great after all. What demon are you? You red-haired freak. Get off my friend now. Or I'll let you taste heavenly thunder that destroys evil. Old Taoist, it's me. No red-haired freak possessed me. Lying nonsense. I can tell at a glance you're not human. What decent person has red hair? And you're covered in bad energy. Calm down first. Your eyes are like laser beams. It's creepy. You're Wenyu. Who else would I be? Then tell me, how much do I owe you? You don't owe me anything. You believe me just because I said I don't owe you? HMP. Ghosts don't lie. People do. You little one are truly strange. Don't dismiss it yet. Why? Inside this binding spell, are you really strong? Within this barrier, I alone rule heaven and earth. Don't believe me? Come down and try. I'll give you both hands and feet. I'll stare you to death. All right, Taoist. I fully understand how strong you are. Now you know to call me Taoist. Don't call me Taoist. You can call me bro. All right, tell me, why keep the barrier up? Don't tell me you've really got something dirty on you. I want you to help me run an experiment. Name your price in gold paper. Am I that easy to bribe? Make it 3. Fine. Test what? Hey, don't shake it around. You're making Miss Old Taoist nervous. What's wrong? Is it dangerous? It's not about danger. The energy on you is just too cursed. How cursed? So filthy, it makes you want to wash your eyes. Come on. At worst, I'll take a thunder bath.
Damn.
You can't do that. You need to touch it. How else will we know the effect? This old Taoist won't touch that filthy thing. What's filthy? It looks clean to me. Is this thing really that scary? Even you're terrified of it. Just imagine someone swinging a mop covered in shit at you. I get it. Good. Put it away, now. That thing is too filthy. Too filthy. Just too filthy. Taoist, is your thunder magic from the Celestial Master's mansion? I want to learn. Dream on. Hey, this thunder magic is the true Celestial Master's lineage. Only the Celestial Master's heirs can learn it. Not even for roast chicken. Thunder magic demands exceptional talent. My talent is unmatched in history. Hey. Strange. Since when are you so gifted, little one? Ever heard of late bloomers? I've heard of misfortune in old age. A late bloomer is just jade buried in stone, waiting to be carved? What if I could start over? You think this is a dream? If I could start over and found you when I was young, how could I become your disciple? Little one, if you truly start over, climb Mount Genoa and call out. This old Taoist will take you in. I can endure any great calamity. Just say you want me dead. If I truly start over, I'll wait for you to join. I'll endure any calamity you face. Big talk. What's with today? Filthy things keep coming to my door. Do you think Mount Genwu is a shithole? One day I'll make you pay. Brother Wen, long time no see. What?
Brother Wen, you don't recognize me?
Su Hui, of course it's me.
Who else would I be?
Why are you?
After being suppressed so long,
A mortal awakens.
and finds his true self.
While you were missing, what happened? Why did you appear here today? What are you here for?
Oh, since when are you so spicy?
I was gone for a while, and you're already laid out in a coffin.
Brother.
Hui.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.